Hello, friends. Hello. Happy New Year. We are here to have a live stream. I am Rachel Archelaus, founder of the Intuitive Art Academy, the Daily Alignment app with Carrie Roldan. And she's also your business BFF and my business BFF. Welcome to 2025, friends. I was going to say folks, and then I was going to say friends, and frokes is not a word. So we're off to a good start. I've been enjoying a nice little break from school. Just living up Void Week, even though Void Week is over. How you doing?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking everybody.
Okay, well, I will tell you how I'm doing, which is the same, continuing to live up Void Week. I feel like we got extra because Christmas and New Year's are in the middle of the week this year. I felt like we got lots of extra days. And so Void Week doesn't end for me until my husband goes back to work and my children go back to school. So I'm still very much in holiday, everyone's on vacation mode, and that feels amazing. I was also just telling Rachel, so already 2025 has brought with it for me less resistance and more ease, because I was just telling Rachel, like, no, I can see the comments, but I can't post a comment. And I actually can. I think so. I'm about to post my first comment on our stream, you guys, because all I had to do, like every time, oh, look at Rachel, she's giving me fireworks. But all that to be said is I was telling her, like, no, for some reason I can't do it. And it was just because it's probably been this easy the whole time. But there was just this little point of resistance that said, connect your YouTube. And I was always like in the middle of a live stream and didn't want to do it. So I just did it. So very soon, I'm going to give you a link to join our app. And you guys are all, now I'm building it up. I really hope it works. You guys will all be so proud of me for posting my first comment. Oh, you're muted.
We're still working out. We're still getting back into work mode, folks. So Jana, hello. I'm so glad you're still in Void Week. I am too. And actually, I haven't changed the price of my authentic and abundant reading. So until Monday, at least, you can still get it for $250 off. So I left that in the email that went out today. So you're welcome to take advantage of that. I actually just did that reading for myself today because I knew I needed a refresh, and it's just so powerful, and it works with the reading of the year. So we're going to get into that. We have the 2025 psychic reading with intuitive art today. The app is still free, Guillaume, and just announcements everywhere. We're doing something super fun in the app this month. We're doing alignment bingo. So we have a bingo card. It's going to be in the app later today. The first square that you can check off is join the app. And so if you're already in the app, you'll be able to go ahead and just click that off today as your first day. It's like your freebie day. And there's so many fun things to do on this bingo card. And in the app, you'll just be able to check them off one per day. And I'm going to be doing giveaways, prizes. So prizes for participating on your own, checking off your things, prizes for posting in the community tab and showing everybody. So it's going to be the most fun month ever, which is great because my word for 2025 is fun, and it's still free. So alignment bingo is totally free. Go and join in the app, and we're gonna have a great January.
And Rachel, I keep trying to post the link to the app, but it tells me no. So it says this comment has failed to post to Rachel Archelaus. So I don't know why I connected my YouTube. Maybe they sent me an email and I'm live and not checking it. But there we go.
Well, I will find it and post it. And good luck for you, Guillaume. You can use the desktop version of the app. You don't even need to download it. So that's why I said join the app in the bingo card, because you can join just from your computer. You don't have to download anything, which is super fun.
And I like doing
that's how Carrie prefers to use it.
Well, I like to use it I'd like to use it for different things. So there's a community feature in the app that I don't want to be. So I'm like 100 years old, you guys, and I still, like, when I text or like do anything on my phone, I'm doing it with one finger. So it takes a very long time. So if I am going to like write into the community or like be commenting, I like to do that from my computer. But if I'm just clicking a box or doing things pretty quickly, so like a lot of, so I like to use actually the features of the app from my phone. But if I'm going to go into the community, I like to do that from my computer. And I love having the ability to do it either way.
Nice.
Okay, so can we talk about this year?
Yes, we can. And I found the app. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy this for a sec and then put it in the chat. And yeah, okay. There it is for all of you. It, of course, it didn't work very well. There's a space between alignment and it. Okay, so if you copy and paste this, just make the space there. Okay. Okay, moving on.
That's so funny. Alignment. It looks like
You know what?
alignment it.
I'll just delete it and do it again.
Okay.
So that you don't have to worry about that. We're making it work. Carrie and I just watched independently Project Runway, so we're making it work.
Make it work.
Okay. Why are we really here? We're here to see what the energy of 2025 is all about. So let's take a look. Now, Intimate Alien already gave her take on 2025, and I have to say it does mirror this. I do my intuitive art with my eyes closed. I have no idea what colors I'm picking. And frankly, when I opened my eyes, I was expecting a lighter picture for some reason, but it's dark, but that's not a bad thing. It's just intense, right? With deeper colors, there's more intensity. So we already had a feeling that would be the case. So we start off on the left-hand side, and I like to read this way. And as you can already see, there's a lot more space over here, which is nice because it starts off in kind of a jumble. This first color here is a bit of like there's a brown tinge in there, but it's gray. Gray for me is intuition. And so you're going to have intuitive insights about you, about what you want. Your higher self is going to be with you closely, and you're going to receive a lot of that. You're going to know where you want to go. And as you follow that, you can see there's a spiral here. It's a little bit up and down. Your path will seem nonlinear, but it does extend all the way out into the end of the year. So focus as much as you can on your truth, on your insights, on who you are. And I feel like this is happening this moment, right? This is like coming off the page here. The shit hasn't hit the fan yet, let's say, right? Like we're in sort of if you look at the news, it's not quiet, but we're in sort of that quiet space before things really start to happen. This is the important part of the year, to connect to yourself, right? Do alignment bingo. It will serve you. It's not just a fun thing. Alignment is a resource. It's a resource. And if you can build that up right now, like this is saying to do, this is a very, very heightened connection. This is I am listening to my higher self multiple times a day kind of thing, right? Back and forth, back and forth. So build up that muscle of connecting with your higher self and your intuition, because you'll need it this year. You'll need it. And I'll say why we need it at the end, because there is a bombshell here that is pretty cool. So the next color is this aligned action, right? A lot of people wonder, like, well, you can't just live your life meditating, right? You probably could, but we're here in bodies that move. And so we're going to want to take aligned action. It's the color of Carrie's sweater today, actually. So aligned action is, oh, I've been connecting. I have an impulse. I have an idea, and I want to do it, right? You don't have to act on every idea you get, but you're going to want to make some actions. And these are big, sweeping actions. These go the entire length of the year. So some of these are going to be big projects or a reorientation of your life. If you read my last email from last week or from Monday, I don't remember when I sent it, about Kay, right? Kay was going to open a tea shop and instead became a famous painter, right? Those are two totally different life trajectories. So something like that could be happening for you. Aligned action. So get into harmony with your higher self through your intuition, and aligned action is fun. Aligned action is easy. Okay. That elevates you to alignment. So this is happiness, peacefulness, things working out for you, synchronicity, right? Aligned action gets you there. Okay. And that's available all year as well. So you can have a good year. You can have a peaceful year. You can have a fun year. You can have any kind of year that you'd like if you are synchronized with your multidimensional self. This is where things are starting to get a bit dicey, like what Intimate Alien was talking about, like focus or be swept away, right? This is like it looks black, but there's actually a little bit of like murky green in there. And to me, this is signaling, what did I even write down? Deep focus is needed to jump. It's needed to keep you from being swallowed up by the momentum of the world, right? Like 3 already kind of major things happened this year, right? There was like this Tesla truck firework thing in Vegas. There was a New Orleans thing. There was a Hawaii thing, right? Maybe not all intentional. I'm not, saying anything politically about this, but I was at the gym and I saw it on the screen, right? I wasn't trying to find any of this stuff, but it's there. And if I focus on that, I'm down. I'm down for the count. And so remembering, like, this black color for me is focus. Green is creativity. So our creative energy as creators, not artists necessarily, but we create our life. We need to focus that. We need to focus our attention on what we want, or succumb to whatever is going on in the world, right? It doesn't mean we can't participate in the world. We can. We just need to really be on our focus game. So then if we can make it through that, right? Because look at this, okay? It's up and down. You get stuck, right? It's a trap. It's a trap. We don't want to be stuck in the same place. We want to make it over here, right? And this, you can see, is zigzag this way. So there's movement. Here, you're just getting stuck between the bars. Here, you can go as high as you want, right? And this is creative alignment, right? Creative alignment, which is what we want. We want to live in alignment with our desires, with our soul gifts, with our desired feelings. We want abundance and love and wealth and peace and ease and all the fun things that we can have access to. But we are the only ones that can give that to ourselves by focusing on those, by living in those feelings. And so this is the promise of the year, but it's sort of like we have to get through boot camp first. We have to get through focus boot camp. And, our alignment bingo will help you prepare for that. So the last thing I want to say about this drawing, which of course I'll take questions and everything if you have them, but I looked at it and I was looking closely and I saw this smudge here. And now it just looks like a smudge, but that is white. That is white going through those colors and dragging those colors. And to me, white is truth. And that little smudge is telling me that this year, it always is, but the truth is invisible. Truth is invisible. How do we have such a divided country where each person feels like they have the truth, right? That's impossible. It's because truth is invisible. Truth is in here. And we need to feel our truth within, from our higher self, from our intuition. It's not something you can see or look up on the internet because both versions exist, right? You can't trust what people are saying to you because all kinds of truths are out there. The only truth that's relevant and the only truth that's true is your inner truth. And that is invisible. That is a feeling. It's a knowing. So 2025.
So I'm curious, guys, how does this feel? I've noticed a pattern the past 3 years in these drawings, which is, I mean, obviously that movement, right? It feels like a timeline a little bit. So when I'm loving this drawing, how much is available all year long, right?
Mhm.
Like that is reassuring. That feels really, really good. I love that it starts off with intuition. And that's sort of, I think, where most of us are right now, right? This extended void week, at least for me, well, it gives an extended time to listen to my higher self, to be out of my normal routine, to right, like, so I'm definitely feeling that. The forest green, the deep focus, right? That's that on our creative energy. Like I use that word creative differently than maybe I used to hear it. I
Mhm.
used to think creative meant like crafty,
Mhm.
like doing something with arts and crafts or making a painting or doing, but like it is really apparent to me. And maybe that's like the deepness of the colors. Like, no, true creation. Like, where does that actually come from? But anyhow, the theme that I've noticed for the past couple of years, right, is that it's leading us to a good place, right? That whatever's coming this year, have some faith, do your stuff, and it leads you to a good place. And having experienced the past 3 years, that's always been true. So it's led me to a good place. So I guess what I'm getting at is, even though maybe there's, I don't know if any of you are feeling a little bit of foreboding. I felt like when Intimate Alien gave us this same, she was like a little bit more foreboding. So I like getting it in a drawing because
Can I tell you why though? Why I think she was like that is because she's always responding to the energy of who she's talking to. And like Guillaume with that comment that he's lost hope, like I can understand that. I mean, I really can. I think a lot of people have. A lot of people have lost hope. But she wants us to know, and I want you to know, that the only place you can ever like lose something is within yourself, and you have a choice of how it goes. And so, I mean, I definitely had a hard time for a few days last year where I thought maybe I've lost hope. But once you realize or remember, right, you can have down times and remember, oh, yeah, but I'm the creator. And so I don't have to give my power away. I don't have to diminish myself in order to fit what other people think of me. I don't have to blah, blah, blah. I'm the one that creates. And that is exactly what this is saying. And that is exactly what Intimate Alien was saying. Intimate Alien was responding to all of the energies out there that feel victimized and lost hope. And she's wanting to shake us all in love and remind us that we have the power. They don't have the power. We have the power. We have the power. And so if we reclaim that power and live as we want to live in harmony with ourselves, we're going to be incredible. We're going to be great. We're going to be fine. We're going to be more than fine. That is what is to be remembered.
Well, I love that. And I just like the idea of this, like, deepen your focus on the fact that you are the freaking creator, and what you're focusing on, you're going to get more of. So what do you want to focus on? Like, it is exactly what Intimate Alien did on that call, right? Sort of this like call to commitment in your own alignment, right?
Yeah, like no, really, no, really, you create by how you feel.
Which is why I love the, like, sort of the truth bomb, the, like, the idea that the truth, your truth, it's invisible.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I want to backtrack that a little bit, because Rachel and I just talked about, Rachel did her signature reading for me and she did it for herself. And we talked about our soul desires, right? And yes, they're invisible, but they're also, like, when you told me your soul desires, right? Like, no big shocker there.
It's like we already knew, but having them there written down, grounded in clarity, is so powerful, and it gives us a point of focus.
And to me, that's my invisible truth. So you may see it in me, and people who experience me in alignment, right, they're going to know and see that in me. But maybe not everyone in the world is going to speak that truth to me, right? Maybe there's going to be people in my day-to-day who, if I were to say it out loud to them, would try and crap all over it, right? And that's why that green color, that, like, hey girl, it's your choice. So to Guillaume, I've lost all hope. Hope's a choice, right? It is a choice. So you didn't lose it. You might have put it down for a moment, right? But you can choose to find it. You can clean that room of yours and uncover hope. That's for sure. And that's what I'm like kind of excited about this call to arms, that forest green color, that like renew, like double down on focus, girl, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're always talking about anyway.
Yeah.
But it feels really empowering, this idea that, like, no, for real, you're in charge.
And sometimes, and I think most of the time, people need a reason. They need a catalyst. They need an option that is not what they want in order to snap into aligning. You know, like Carrie and I listened to a podcast from Eamon and Beck. They are YouTubers. They used to be van travelers. Now they're city dwellers, but she suffered a terminal diagnosis for cancer, and she had just had a baby. And so she was like, fuck no, I'm not going to die. And she snapped into alignment and doubled down on meditation and did her whole thing. And she is better, getting better, in remission, all the things. And something that the doctors just could not have seen happen for her. So
that's a really good way to talk about it, right? Because for her, she's like, I know my truth. My truth is that I'm strong and healthy and vibrant. And even when she wasn't feeling it, right? Because her cancer went into her bones and she was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Like, the truth is, I get to watch this baby grow up. The truth is, I get to be the mom that I've envisioned being. I get to be there at her wedding, or like whatever story she was telling herself. She was like, damn it, that's my truth. Yeah. Right. she still had to double down on practices. She still had to, right? Just saying that out loud is one thing, but like,
yeah, she had to align with her intuition and higher self, and she had to take aligned action.
and choose
Choose and focus.
over and over and over again.
And her truth was invisible because her scans were bad. Her blood work was bad. There were tumors on her body that you could see that were bad. Your truth is invisible, and don't forget that. Like, that's a powerful thing.
Until it's not, right? Now her scans are better and better and better. I think the latest was like she still had whatever the tumor marker was. It was in the hundreds, and then it was in like the low teens, and her full expectation, right? What she's been aligning with, what she's been knowing in her body is that her numbers will be normal or whatever they're supposed to be. And she speaks about that.
The thing to remember, though, about the truth being invisible is that it just means that you can't look to the outside world for what the truth is, right? It might reflect your truth in that moment, but we're always ahead vibrationally of where we are physically. And you can't just Google something or hear something and know that it's the truth, because there's lots of other things that could actually be going on. And so developing a way to understand how to know truth within yourself is really important.
Amen to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So one way to do that, one of the many ways, is to play alignment bingo with us.
Yeah. One of the questions is ask yourself, your higher self, a yes or no question. So, or one of the boxes. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to get you aligned. It's going to get you in touch with your intuition, and you could win some cool stuff. So come and join us. You can copy paste the link that's in the chat. I will put the link in the video description if you're watching this on replay. It'll be down there. We'll email about it again. Of course, I forgot to put it in the email today, but hey, we're still in Void Week and I'm on vacation. So we're going to get it together. But yeah, happy January. Happy 2025. We're going to have some fun. We are going to have a lot of fun this year, because that is my word for the year.
Well, so I don't think we've talked about our words for the year. You've mentioned fun.
Yeah.
My word for the year is embody. And what I love about it, I'm not sure where I wrote the notes today. Oh, it was one of your soul desires, Rachel, right? Is like fun is actually the embodiment of you living your soul desire. And guys, here's what I know for you this year. 2025 is actually a really great year. It's a really great year. We spent the past 2 years sort of, I don't want to say drudging up, but like noticing and releasing our baggage. And this year is like, we get to focus on our aligned selves in a way that we haven't yet done. And Rachel and I are experiencing like the depth of this, right? You talked about like the deeper colors, like we are experiencing that. And so I just know that is here for you guys this year. A deeper appreciation in your life than you recognized before. Up-leveling of yourself, an accidental up-leveling of yourself. Like just by like being focused on what you want, and not meaning focus on what I want, like imagine $1 million in the bank, imagine $1 million in the bank, right? But in the feelings, in the embodiment, right? Embodying how it feels to have $1 million in the bank, or whatever that is for you.
And for an example, and I'll just tell you who've made it to this point in the video, I'm getting married. So that's exactly what Carrie's talking about. It's like an accidental up-leveling and aligned action. And yeah, and it's going to be fun and amazing and wonderful and exciting.
And that happens so fast. So fast. So yes, congratulations to Rachel on her engagement. I didn't know if you're going to make that public or not.
Not in a big way, but for all of you who are still watching, yeah, you deserve to know. So thanks for being here.
Yes. And just for those of you, well, I'll just say this. We have 5 seconds left. I mean, we're going to go over, but my experience with getting married after I had been with my husband for a long time and lived with him for a while was I didn't think anything would change, right? That it was just it was a party and a piece of paper. But of course, what I experienced almost immediately on the other side of that was more depth of appreciation. Just like it was like a different level of this, a different, better level of what I already had. And so that's what 25 is, guys.
Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you. If we have any big things going on, I'm sure I'll share with you. But don't forget, okay? Don't forget that you get to make this year whatever you want it to be. I mean, I know it can be a struggle, right? Right now, we're beginning our momentum for this ramp up. Maybe right now you are telling yourself, okay, I've been dreading this, but I'm going to change my outlook. Give your momentum time to catch up with how you want to see things, right? When I remember what's going to happen in 19 days, I'm not happy about it, but that's not going to get me where I want to go. And I know that, right? And I need to take responsibility for changing my feelings and just building up my momentum as strong as I can so that nothing takes me down. That is where I want to be. Because I'll share with you, one of my soul desires is unlimited appreciation. And that's how I want to live. That's how I want to feel. I want to feel good. I want to feel loving. I want to feel creative. I want to feel, right, all of the wonderful things that are available here. And I don't want anything outside of me to change that. And that's the opportunity we have. So it can be difficult. It can be hard. We need to look away from certain things and know that we create right in here, but we can do it. We really, really, really can do it. And Alignment Bingo will help us to get there. So I hope you join us. It's still free. Come on in for the whole month and just have fun with us. And I can't wait to see you in there. And I can't wait to play. So the card will be available in the app later today. And I'll give you this so that you can print it out too if you want to do that. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us on our first live stream of the year. We will see you next week. And we love you. Thank you for being here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.